This is so fun.
The mic's not
This is
even helping,
crazy.
bro. Come on, man, you gotta...
Over the past 10 videos, I showed you guys a little sneak peek into the trails that I was riding and the people that I was going with. Now, this is actually really an interesting story, I feel. So, I went to Santa Cruz, and I went because I had read on Reddit that there were these trails at UC Santa Cruz. So I was like, okay, let's go check it out. So I went into town, Santa Cruz, the downtown, and I was getting out of my car to go to this local bike shop to ask them about, where these trails are and how I can access them. And I had met this guy sitting in the truck in front of me. I went up to his truck because I was trying to ask him if I can park on that street or not. And so when I was, I walked up to his truck and I was asking him, I noticed that he had some grips in his hand, some mountain bike grips in his hand. So I was like, oh, do you mountain bike? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Can you tell me where the entrance to this trail is? And so he told me, and I went to the location. I found out, and after I got into the trail, I rode deep into it, and I was trying to figure out where to go because once I found the trails, there weren't any signs. Just nothing. And you can see people entering these trails and just riding through. So I was just, taking a break, and then a group of 3 people come up, and they're like, hey man, you need any help? And I was like, yeah, please. I'm trying to figure out, like, where do I go from here? And so they're really nice. They helped me out. Like we were talking, and they were showing me, like, hey, you could go this route for this, and they advised me to be really careful. Because you can end up on a trail and go down it, and then the only way down, or only way to get out of the trail at that point, is to go down. Like, you can't go back up, then you're endangering other riders, so on and so forth. So it was really cool. One of the guys, Andres, he showed me where to enter for Pastrami. And so he just showed me the entrance. I rode down it, and then coincidentally I met those 3 guys again at the very bottom of the trail. They had taken a completely different trail, and they had ridden down. And so at the bottom we were talking, and that's when I learned their names. So the other guy was B-Boy, and the other guy is Mick. Super cool. Mick, B-Boy, and Andres. Really, really cool guys. They talked about the trails, and Andres was nice enough to show me another trail in the system, Magic Carpet. I mean, they tried giving me directions, but I couldn't understand. I had no clue. They were like, yeah, go up there, go like a mile down next to the water tower, and I was just like, it was all going over my head, but I was like, okay. But then Andres was like, yeah, I'll just show it to you, dude. I'm like, wow, that's really nice. So then, yeah, I rode with him, and I got his number, and I also got Mick's number, and they had invited me to ride Soquel Demo Forest with them the very next day. So I came back. Once I finished up with the UCSC trails, I came back, and then the next day I met with them at Soquel Demo Forest, and they were there. They were all riding e-bikes, by the way, and I was on my analog hardtail. So that was interesting because they would ride, and then I'd like struggle to keep up with them. But what happened was, yeah, I met them, and we all geared up, and we went riding together in SoCal, and that was a ton of fun. we went up. We all did. They showed me the flow trail. We did that, and then they actually brought a little rope with them. Mick took the first shift. He put the rope on a seat post and then put it around my stem, or like my handlebar area, and then he just like pulled me with him.
I like that. You pushing it, dude?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no wonder. I'm like, shit, I thought he was solo.
This is so fun.
Mick's not
This is
even helping,
crazy.
bro. Come on, man, you gotta.
And then once we got to the main climb, I think it's Sulphur Springs Road. That's when B-Boy took his turn, and he tied the rope to a seat post, and then kept it on my bike, and we went up together.
B-boy.
So that was really nice of them to tow me, just because it was a lot of riding. I mean, I think the total elevation gain was like 3,488 feet, something like that. It was close to 3,500 feet, and it was over 18 miles of riding. It was crazy. So yeah, really great guys. And they were super cool. They like it even though I had met them the day before and went riding the day before and that day, it felt like I'd known them for a very long time, and they just treated me as if I was their close friend, and it was super cool.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You want me to pull you?
Yeah, let's go for a little longer. Yeah.
So shout out to you guys. You guys are really cool, and I hope to see you guys again. We really need a ride. I need to go back out to California. That was amazing. The whole terrain there, like everything is just so interesting. It's nothing like how it is on the East Coast. I mean, you would think, okay, yeah, it's the mountains, they're all the same everywhere. No, that's not the case. In California, man, like the Bay Area, wow, just epic, or like really steep, gnarly trails, or just even the trails inside the Soquel Demo Forest. You got just 10, 15, even like 20 minutes of just straight downhill. Like, you'd be lucky if you get like 10 minutes here in North Carolina. And the climbs are so worth it. They're so worth it. Yeah, and with all the fog that day, and as you could see in my previous Soquel videos, the fog and the dirt is just a different type of dirt than the type that you'd find here. Wow. I love that place, man. It was amazing.